Hi there. Now, on the 21st of March, Mercury is moving direct. Yay! We've just had 3 weeks of Mercury retrograde, and it's always a bit of a struggle when Mercury's in retrograde. We will have to admit to that. I personally love Mercury retrograde because it always gives me a good chance to go within and really look at what's going on within myself as opposed to what's happening outside of me. However, this I have found personally, and I think a lot of other people have found, this particular Mercury retrograde has been quite difficult because it's been in the sign of Pisces. And Pisces is the energy, it's ruled by Neptune, so it's a very illusional energy. So what can happen when we get stuck in illusion is that we get stuck in thoughts that aren't good for us. Negative thinking, toxic thinking, thinking about things that aren't positive. And because it's Pisces energy, it's very easy to get lost in that in your imagination and creating it bigger, making it worse, making it badder than it actually has to be. And we also could have used this energy of Mercury retrograde to actually think really positively and expand on that and fantasize about how much better things could be as well. But humanity usually tends to go down the negative road rather than the positive one. But what we've really had with this opportunity with Mercury in retrograde is to really explore our inner worlds, to actually spend time in what I call la la land. So spend time in your imagination, in your creativity, inside your intuition, so you can start to see how there's another part of you and a very strong part of you that's here to support you and help you in all the decision making and all the actions that you take and everything that you say and do. But we've got to sort of give it more emphasis. We've got to have more focus on it because it's that connection to source, connection to all that there is. And so, there's a purpose behind daydreaming and fantasizing. It's allowing you to create from a deeper part of yourself. So now that we're moving out of the Mercury retrograde and into Mercury going direct in Pisces until the 15th of April, it means we can take all of that imagination, all of that la la land stuff, all of that, those things we've been fantasizing about, and we can start to make them our reality. This was really a bit of an exercise in alignment and making you aware of is what I think and feel and what's important to me on the inside. Is that what's playing out in my everyday life? Is that what I'm acting on and manifesting outside of myself? Or is this all in my imagination? Or am I not taking the steps that I need to take to make my dreams come true? Because it's all up to you. You can't expect other people to make your dreams come true. I mean, other people will have a role to play in your dreams coming true, but it's all up to you and what action you're going to take. So if you want to keep your dreams and imagination and fantasies a secret, well, you can't sell a secret. It's pretty hard. But if you want to make them public and share them with other people, they can grow, they can manifest, and you can start to make your dreams a reality. So as we move forward with this Pisces energy, it's almost like, I think, from memory, I might be wrong here, apart from the North Node, I think it's the planet that's staying in Pisces the longest. Mars is there with it somewhere. And then everything moves into Aries. And then we don't have anything really happening in Pisces for quite some time. So this is really important too, because Pisces is the energy or the age, well, not the age, but is the energy of illusion. And this is what we've got to be very aware of with all of this watery energy that we've been experiencing, in particular for the last 15 years. It's been very easy to live under an illusion. And so now we're breaking through to clarity. But with that clarity has to come your own personal clarity. Are you aligned with what you're doing? Is what you're putting on and the outside of you aligned with who you are on the inside? And if not, it's going to be very difficult for you to manifest and use this Mercury and Pisces energy to get anything off the ground, because it's got to be true. It can't be misaligned. It can't be a joke. It can't be a fabrication. It can't be something that doesn't have motivation behind it or intention behind it that is for the highest good. So we can really use this energy to further emphasize and work on our intuition, on meditation, on all of those things that allow us to connect more deeply and more personally with your higher self energy and with the source energy as well. So, we're never disconnected. We've always protected. We're always guided. We always have support and love around us. And this was a really great opportunity for us to feel into that and to just know that that support is always there for you. So as Mercury moves forward, our next Mercury retrograde isn't until the 29th of June will be when that one kicks off. And that will also be in a water sign. I think that one will be in Cancer, actually, from memory. So, yeah, there'll be more investigation into our feelings and things with that retrograde as well. But for now, we've done the investigation. We've felt into ourselves, we've hopefully developed a bit more intuition and a bit more faith in your intuition. Because now when Mercury moves direct, you're going to get to see how your intuition can play out, how believing in yourself, believing in your dreams, believing in what you want the world to be can create a reality that you want to be in. So good luck with the Mercury going direct, and I'll be back to talk to you again soon. Bye.